Hey everyone, this is Walter, and I'm back here with more stories I found on Reddit. Today we're once again here with Reddit AmIOverreacting, the place to ask if you're overreacting to any given situation. But the answer is almost always no in my videos. Let's just get into it with stories from Reddit AmIOverreacting. Am I overreacting? My best friend no longer wants me as his best man in his wedding because I am gay. My best friend since we were kids is getting married in a few months, and suddenly him and his wife decided to not only move me from being his best man, but out of the wedding party altogether, simply because I am a gay man. I understand it's their wedding, and their choice, but me and him have been essentially brothers growing up, and this seems so odd to me. I'd think he'd at least try and talk to his wife and her parents first, and I can't begin to understand why me being gay is even a problem. Because of this, I don't even want to go anymore, and this honestly hurts quite a bit. Am I overreacting here, or should I still attend? This is frustrating, and I don't know what to do. If this was Am I the asshole, they'd find some way to flip it on you. But in this one, it's just as bad as he says it is. Hey man, are you free sometime today to chat? I have something I want to discuss with you whenever you have the time. Yeah, I am actually free right now until about 3 today. Is everything okay? Need me to call? Not really. No, it's okay. I am actually not able to call. I'll just text it to you if that's cool. I know, it must be a lot harder to say this shit over the phone than it is to text it, huh? No biggie. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't an emergency. Go for it. Okay. So I know my wedding is coming up in a few months, and I know I already asked you to be my best man, but I think I am going to have to ask you to no longer stand up there with me. Oh? Well, that is unexpected. What happened? Did I do something wrong? No, man, you did nothing wrong. I was talking to Blank last night, and she said that it would be a bad look if her husband's best man, who was standing next to him on his wedding day, was a gay man. I guess her parents have been asking a lot of questions, and she would just rather not deal with it. Dude, what? That is bizarre. We have been best friends since we were in elementary school, and suddenly me being gay is an issue? So if I'm not standing up there as your best man, what now? You being gay isn't the issue, dude. It's the large amount of questions my wife and I are getting because of you being gay. You'd be in the audience with everyone else. I kind of want to know which questions in particular were being asked, because it's probably some monumentally stupid shit. Ha! So not even a groomsman at all, just straight up in the audience now, huh? And you have nothing to say to that? Is that not wild to you? Honestly, it sucks, but it is what it is. Don't make it harder than it has to be. Right, okay, sure. Well, good to know where you stand and how you view your best friend. Look, the last thing I need is for people to assume that we have a history. Quit crying about it. It's my wedding and my choice. I get it, and you're right. You have every right to make that decision. I was just expecting you to be a real friend and handle this better, but that clearly is not the road you want to travel down. Go ahead and just mark me off the invite list. Yeah, you really can't go at that point. He's gonna cut off his gay friend so his mother-in-law doesn't think he's gay. And the quit crying about it would just make me want to slap the shit out of him anyway. That'd be great content for YouTube, but probably not the best idea overall. I'd tell him to kick rocks. Your relationship is only going to be more awkward down the road. He made his choice, and you unfortunately have a difficult one to make as well. I feel for you, man. His future wife will almost certainly try to cut him out of his life. She's already done that, clearly. It's not in the future. It has happened. Yep, he's weeks away from, hey, my wife thinks it's weird that I have a gay friend, so anyway, I hope your life is great. Don't make this harder than it already is. Even if that doesn't happen, it would be things like, yeah, sorry, you can't come to the housewarming party. My wife's parents will be there, and they will think we fucked. So sorry, bro. But it's not about you being gay. I promise. They have kids. Yeah, sorry, you can't ever meet them. The homophobes I let rule my life think that because you're gay, you're automatically a groomer. I have no idea how this guy's managing to tell him that it's not about him being gay, while also telling him that it's entirely about him being gay. You know, men who are actually manly don't worry about people thinking that they're gay so much. I mean, what is this, high school? Although I guess he was more secure about it in high school. So he is afraid that other guests will assume since you are gay that you and him must have a history together if you were standing beside him? Dude. I don't give a F what my best friend for many years is or is not. He is going to be standing right up there beside me. What a shame, honestly. Not overreacting. And who even thinks that way anyway? These people spend more time thinking about gay sex than gay people do. I also can't imagine anyone on Earth even questioning this and bringing it up at all. Like, oh my god, is that a gay man? Him and the groom definitely hooked up. I could see it written all over their faces. Well, let's move on to another obsessive ex who won't stop texting. On mobile, forgive me for formatting. I barely have any relationship experience. And honestly, I'm getting extremely freaked out by this situation. I don't know if I'm being immature or overreacting about this though. I met X at work. We only dated for a few months. I know it was a bad idea to shit where I sleep and date a coworker, but he honestly seemed level-headed and mature at the time. So before we went out, I discussed with him that if things don't work out, we will be adults about it. We both had similar views on certain parts of relationships. I personally don't want to have intimacy immediately in a relationship, and he felt the same way. And I am a virgin. Yes, this is relevant. But years ago I gave one person oral. This is also relevant. Things went good at first. Looking back, he was very clingy, but otherwise fine. He kept lingering at the end of our dates, even after I gave him clear indicators that I was ready to go home. I didn't think much of it at the time. I don't know if that's a red flag. Eventually, we had a conversation about future intimacy, and I told him about my one intimate experience. I said it in a flirty way, trying to hint that I would like to do that to him. He got cold. He said how he didn't expect that of me. That he would have been more okay if I told him I killed someone, than that I gave someone oral. We texted a ton. Probably wrote a fucking novel over text. We had multiple in-person talks about it. And at first he was steadfast in his opinion, but eventually I think he realized that I might break up with him. He started to get super emotional, crying a lot. I wanted to work it out, but I eventually realized that I just wasn't attracted to him anymore. I didn't want to lead him on, or pretend that there was still a chance for us. I broke up with him. I wanted to do it in person, but when I sent a text asking to meet up, he asked me if I was going to break up with him. See first image. Anyway, now he keeps texting me. He won't stop. He'll say he's going to delete my number, but then just does it again. He's also called me a few times. I attached some of the texts. He knows where I live, and I'm scared he'll try to come to my place. I have my read receipts off, but don't want to block him, because I want to know what he's saying. I haven't spoken to him since January. I am freaked out. I don't know if I'm overreacting being afraid. Do you know how I told you that when I take a test, I will choose an answer, and I can search my brain or think it over for forever, but never find something that will change my initial answer? I apologize. I shouldn't have sprung it on you on Christmas. I will admit that was probably due to the lack of sleep. I don't hold animosity towards you, but I also don't feel anything else. To continue this wouldn't be fair to you. I don't want to hurt you at all. It just didn't work out. As we said at the start, we're both adults. The thing that's hurting me the most is trying to figure out how to put this without hurting you. Because as a person, I don't want to hurt others. I'm sorry I ruined your Christmas. I was able to talk with my dad and sort through things. And as I said, I don't want to say anything I don't mean. It's a toss of whether breaking things off now would be more hurtful, or pretending everything is fine would be worse. So I think that was her breaking up with him, which I wouldn't really recommend doing on Christmas for future reference. Yeah, I'd say I'm sorry for bugging you, but I have a few things I'd like to discuss with you, and when I'm left ignored for a few months, that's not very kind. Right, so I'm trying to be as adult as possible, while still being ignored, but it's very difficult when I'm being continuously ignored. There's not really more to say, just please communicate to me. If we have one conversation, you can pick the day and time, and you can pick when and where, even if it's over the phone or something. Or even if it's over text, that's fine. Just come on. Come on. Shouldn't be this difficult. Good lord. In the meantime, I guess you know all the best. I think that was him talking actually, but now we start with the text. Hey, I'm going to try to make this a short text. And yes, he would fail at this. I did delete your number/message history, but found your number in my call history. I do need a conversation. I need compassion. I don't know why you won't allow this. I don't want to make you feel bad. I feel I have come across very desperate to you. I also feel I shared vulnerable things with you. There is no judgment yet, because I do not know your side. You having no response to anything has made me feel very disrespected and upset. Maybe I'm stupid, or have something wrong with me. I don't know. I just know, as a human being, I care about you very much. I put hundreds of hours thinking about where you were coming from. I obsess because I care about humans so deeply. I investigate things I do not understand. Because I have not gotten a response or conversation from you, the many hours of thought I have put in don't do anything since they aren't telling me what your thoughts are. He can't figure out her thoughts, which is pretty common between people. But this guy seems to think she should give him an owner's manual or something. If possible, would we be able to just say hi, or hey, how was your shift, or small talk at work? It feels weird around you, and not in my nature to just act like you aren't there. Yo, we need to talk. I don't consider one talk as a big ask. Giving me this silent treatment, for months. You're better than this. Let's just get this convo done already. When would be a good time for you? For me, contacting you again and again is not a joke. I genuinely feel very torn and am haunted by some things that can only go away if we talk. I don't care whatever your reasons are for not talking with me. Every time I send you a message, it is because I genuinely need to talk to you. This isn't something petty or cute or funny to me. Please take this more seriously. Again, I have no judgment towards you because I do not know your side. But unfortunately, I'm not kidding when I say I need to talk with you. And look, I know it sounds selfish. I'm saying I need, not what do you need. I am sorry, I haven't asked you that nearly as often as I should. And your needs are important. I am just very much torn. I do care about what your needs are too. I think what she needs is for you to leave her alone. That's usually what it means when someone doesn't answer you for months. I won't forget you saying how hurt you were when I said I would have left if you weren't a virgin. But that was as far from the truth as I could get. I don't care what you have done before you met me. The only thing that would make me leave you is you telling me to leave you, and you telling me to stop trying. I know I have to earn back the trust I broke and the love that you cut me off from. And I am trying to earn it back. I want you in my life. I think about you all the time. I think about what could have been. I think about how beautiful you are, the sparkle in your blue eyes, the grace in your walk, the beauty of your voice, how attractive your facial structure and lips are. I am afraid of my sexual past, but I am longing to be intimate with you. I will admit, I do not know what you need, or honestly what you want. If you tell me your needs or wants, I will do my best to make them happen. If they are your needs or yours wants, I will make it. Hey, so this is harassment. If you text him back, only tell him not to talk to you anymore, or you're going to the police. And that all the conversations will be forwarded to the police. You need to protect your own safety. I have my read receipts off, so he can still see that his messages have been sent, but he can't tell if I've read them. I just don't want him to text me some crazy shit and me not know about it. Update. Newest text sent today. What the fuck is my life anymore? I think part of you doesn't care and enjoys not caring about anybody but yourself. I also think part of you does care and feels bad that you treat people the way you're treating me. Whether you think you or not. Deep down, I think you do care about how bad I'm affected by this. I don't think you're a bad person. Treat yourself kindly. People disrespect others because they don't respect themselves. Respect, admire, and appreciate yourself. Because behind this cold-hearted, irritable selfishness you're displaying is a person that probably just wants to love and feel loved. I may or may not be that person for you, but I know I deserve more and better than what you're giving me with all my cries for help. So please learn to admire and respect yourself. Maybe then you'll be able to show me the respect I deserve and have a conversation with me. Okay, let's read one more story. Am I overreacting? My girlfriend says that she can have male friends, but I'm not allowed to have female friends. Is this normal? I've been dating my girlfriend for a little over a year. Everything started off great. We're compatible, we communicate often, and for the most part we don't argue. But recently something has started to bother me more and more. My girlfriend has multiple male friends. She talks to them regularly, hangs out with them alone, and even goes out for drinks with them sometimes. I never make an issue out of it. I genuinely believe people can have platonic friendships, and I've tried to be respectful and supportive, even when I feel a little uncomfortable. Recently, one of my old female friends reached out. We've known each other for years. Nothing romantic ever happened. We were just close because of our work and mutual hobbies. I mentioned casually that she wanted to catch up and maybe grab coffee. My girlfriend's reaction was immediate and intense. She told me she was not comfortable with me having female friends. She said it was different when she hangs out with guys because she knows her boundaries. Her explanation is that she's trustworthy, but she can't trust other women around me. When I pointed out the hypocrisy, she got defensive. She said I was making it about control when she's just expressing her feelings. I asked why her boundaries don't apply both ways, and she said it's because she knows she would never cross a line, but she thinks women are more likely to try something, and that I wouldn't notice the signs. I told her that this doesn't feel fair. She then said that if I want female friends, maybe I'm not ready for a serious relationship. Since then, the topic has turned into a recurring argument. I've tried to approach it calmly and logically. She continues to insist that it's just how relationships work, and that men should avoid tempting situations. But I can't shake this feeling. If I have to restrict my friendships to make her comfortable, shouldn't she be willing to do the same? I don't want double standards. I don't want to feel guilty for having platonic friendships. I don't want to be treated like I can't be trusted. I don't know if I'm overthinking, or if this is an early sign of something bigger. I've always been respectful, loyal, and I've never given her a reason to doubt me. Yet somehow, the rule only applies to my side. Is this normal? Has anyone dealt with something similar? At what point does a boundary become control? She's gonna blame the women here, but obviously she doesn't trust him at all either. I wouldn't ever let someone tell me who I'm allowed to be friends with. It is funny how she says he's making it about control, like there's any other possible explanation. This feels like she's projecting her own actions on you. After this, I would be very suspicious of her friendships. Yeah, I hate to say it, but these people in my videos are probably projecting like 90% of the time. 5-year update. It turns out my girlfriend has been fucking all of her friends. Do you think I should get a DNA test for our 2 kids? This is completely normal. For a hypocritical, controlling, manipulative person, it's also a red flag. So she's the one not ready for a serious relationship. Basically, she doesn't trust you, but you trust her. I would not trust her after what she's doing. She doesn't respect or think much of him, clearly. His female friends might cross the line, as if intimacy is a one-way street. As if he is incapable of resisting their advances and might become hypnotized by one of these mystical temptresses. You deserve better, OP. Better set this straight, because if she doesn't respect you, the relationship isn't going to last. I've never even understood why you'd want to be in a relationship with someone you trust so little that you have to keep an eye on them and make rules and shit. Oh, here's a good one. Straight men cannot have female friends. Downvote me all you want. That man will be an orbiter, waiting in the winds. Yes, it is normal. My buddy's wife was always like this. Then she started fucking his best friend, their best man at the wedding. He didn't want to lose his wife, house, or friend, I guess, so they became a throuple. Which meant then that she would go fuck anyone she wants, and he can't fuck anyone but her. Pretty common, lol. Man, I have no idea if that story's true or not, but it's really annoying me just to read it. Yeah, you don't want to go down that path. Anyway, it's about all the time I have for you today. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like the video, please give it a like. If you have something to say, make sure you let me hear it in the comments. I'll be reading them while the video's new. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more Reddit stories, and I think I'll be making some lolcow content soon here. Finally, big thanks to my amazing patrons who support me more directly over on Patreon. It really helps me out. It's a new month, and I have hit my monthly goal of 10 videos, 3 months in a row. Pretty much unprecedented for me. So I'll be back soon with something. Have a great day, everyone. And if you see a gay best man, make sure to speculate on if he's had sex with a groom before. People are so weird.